Bienvenidos nerdos y nerdas a un capítulo más de Nerds y no tan nerds. Como verán, estamos ahorita pues, en locación, un evento llamado Legionfarm, es para gamers y está buenísimo. Como pueden ver, bueno, tenemos dos juegos que se están ejecutando en este momento, que son Warzone de Call of Duty y Apex Legends. Bueno, hoy día nos encontramos en el día de Warzone, así que bueno, pues acompáñenme a ver un par de cositas en lo que llega Alejandro y Samo, porque pues se hizo tarde. Entonces no se preocupen y vámonos.
Gilbert Gottfried fallece a sus 67 años. El popular comediante y actor, a quien recordamos por su papel de lago en Aladdin de Disney, perdió la batalla con una larga enfermedad que afectaba sus músculos. Su familia pidió que, a pesar del gran dolor de su pérdida, todos nosotros conservemos las risas que sus papeles nos dieron. Descanse en paz.
La nueva obra de Makoto Shinkai estrena tráiler. Suzume's Door Locking llegará a salas japonesas el próximo 11 de noviembre de 2022 y para ir calentando motores se liberó su tráiler que una vez más nos deja ver una historia con tintes sobrenaturales, pero que seguro será igual de encantadora que Your Name y Weathering with You. Esperemos que pronto se revele su fecha de salida en Occidente.
El tráiler final de Stranger Things 4 se libera. La verdad, amigos, teníamos nuestras reservas de que esta nueva temporada pudiera estar tan épica como lo fue la primera, pero al parecer sí se pusieron las pilas y tendremos unos capítulos llenos de acción y al parecer hasta de terror. Pandilla de Hawkins, los vemos el 27 de mayo.
Chris Novoselic, Matt Cameron y Kim Thayil forman banda. Estos tres reconocidos músicos de la época del grunge formaron una nueva agrupación musical titulada Third Secret, y no solo eso, ya que también liberaron su disco homónimo con 11 tracks. Ya lo pueden disfrutar en las varias plataformas de streaming que existen. Esperamos sus opiniones al respecto.
Kojima desmiente rumores de compra. Después de que PlayStation publicara una imagen de Death Stranding al lado de las demás propiedades de sus estudios independientes, se especulaba una compra inminente por parte de Sony. Sin embargo, Hideo salió a desmentirlo en su cuenta de Twitter. ¿Sería o no mala idea, amigos?
Nos encontramos ahorita en lo que es el entrenamiento para el torneo que van a comenzar ya en 20 minutos. Y como pueden ver, hay muchísimos jugadores haciendo sus settings, haciendo un sinfín de cosas para poder ganar el jugoso premio de $10,000 que está dando Legionfarm. Jugadores de 37 países están a punto de pues, darse en la madre totalmente para ganar el premio. Como les dije, hoy se está jugando Warzone de Call of Duty. El día de ayer se jugó Apex Legends, pero lo que les queremos compartir es un poquito de esto, que al final, como ven, lo caótico, lo sensacional, todo. Tenemos 37 países de 4 continentes que están disputándose este torneo, así que bueno, pues vengan, se vas a dar un recorrido a ver qué están haciendo. Juegos más populares definitivamente que podemos encontrar ahorita para torneos. Sí, digo, ya sabemos que salió Legends, ya sabemos que hay muchísimos más, pero Apex Legends y Warzone yo creo que son de las mejores oportunidades que hay para demostrar habilidades, sobre todo en el manejo de los controles. Miren, aquí no me encontré. Siempre sí había llegado a tiempo. ¿Cómo estás, Amito?
Bien, aquí produciendo este evento que la verdad está quedando muy bien. Pero bueno, me dejo un millón para que sigas.
Tú dale, porque estamos a 15 minutos de que comience ya el torneo.
Hola amigos, pues bueno, ya rápidamente me encontré a John hace ratito, pero andamos en el rush de la producción del evento y pues por fin ya estoy aquí con Alex para platicar un poco de qué es este evento de Legionfarm. Se está jugando, hoy es domingo, se jugó el día de ayer las partidas de Apex Legends y hoy se está jugando Call of Duty Warzone. Ya tuvimos nuestra primera partida muy intensa, muy interesante. Pues, ¿qué te ha parecido, Alex?
Pues creo que el evento es una gran plataforma para jugadores en este país y sobre todo en Latinoamérica para que vean que existen estas posibilidades, como es la Mexican esports League, que ya está abriendo las puertas para que cada vez haya más gente que se quiera dedicar profesionalmente a los videojuegos, a jugar como un videojugador profesional, como si esto fuera un deporte tal cual, que ya lo puede hacer en esta plataforma tan grandiosa como es Legionfarm, aquí en esta versión que se hace, en esta edición aquí en la Ciudad de México. Pero sobre todo me da mucha curiosidad, ¿no? Veo muchos jugadores, veo muchas backgrounds dentro de estos jugadores, pero tú ¿cómo lo has visto? O sea, ¿qué es lo que has visto de los jugadores que hay, del evento mismo? ¿Cómo se han sentido cómodos los jugadores?
Sí, mira, la verdad es que es un evento de talla mundial, tenemos jugadores de Europa, de Asia, de Norteamérica, de México, y pues muy contentos de tenerlos aquí. Realmente le agradecemos a Legionfarm que haya confiado en nosotros para la producción del evento y esperamos que este tipo de torneos se sigan haciendo en nuestro país.
Sí, sobre todo que no se deje de lado el simple y sencillo hecho de poder trabajar en algo como es los videojuegos, ¿no? Cosa que quizás en los 90s, en la década que nosotros crecimos, pues no era necesariamente una posibilidad, más bien era completamente imposible dedicarse a esto y ahorita ya lo es. Entonces vengan, conozcan, infórmense, suscríbanse de ser posible a todos los newsletters que existen de la Mexican esports League para que estén pendientes.
Sigan nuestras redes sociales.
Sigan las redes sociales, que es lo más importante, estén pendientes, y aquí en Dnyntn, si no Dnyntn, les vamos a tener una serie de parrillas especiales cada vez que hay este tipo de eventos para darle seguimiento e invitarlos a que no nada más estén en cosas nerds, sino que también sigan estas cosas nerds.
Hello. Hi. So, word has it that you're Alex, as I am.
Yep.
You're the other Alex. So, first of all, let me know who are you and what is your ongoing business at this event.
Yeah, so I'm CEO and founder of Legionfarm. We help gamers play together with pro players to have some good emotions from the game, from playing with some great teammates, and to have some coaching to learn how to be better. So yeah, we got this platform that connects pros and those who want to pay them for playing together with them. So our mission is to create 1 million new jobs inside of the video games, and we are actively looking for different opportunities to create jobs for gamers. And currently we host this wonderful tournament here with over 200 people participating, and pretty much all of the top players in Warzone participate in Warzone tournament today, and yeah, that's what we do.
Oh, that's awesome. And how do you see the business for esports, not only worldwide, but in Latin America? How do you see this event here in Mexico? How do you project it for the future?
Right, yeah, so we are trying to hire more players from Latin America, from Mexico, from South America, because most of our customers who pay money for playing together with pro players, for coaching, for companionship services, most of them are from the United States and North America, Canada, United States, and well, they like to play with someone who's close to them, someone who has a good ping. And since we have a lot of pro players in European and Middle East part of the world, you know, they don't really have some good ping playing with US customers. So we are trying to find some talented players in Latin America, and I'm happy that there's so many of them. So we decided to organize our event this time in the Mexico City, and we invited a lot of different influencers and content creators from Latin America, and they are now here promoting us, and I hope that we'll hire a lot of top players from these regions, and that we'll create some additional jobs for them.
How many users does Legionfarm has? right now?
So right now we have 60,000 customers, and I don't know, maybe we have up to 1 million just users who somehow interact with our brand, etc. But like active customers over the last couple of years, we have 60,000 customer subscribers, and we have over 5,000 active pro players here. So yep.
How do you project the future from Legionfarm, not only in Latin America but worldwide? Do you feel that it's going to be good for you? Do you feel it's going to be challenging? What are the possible outcome for these events?
Right. Yeah, so we already operating worldwide, and we have over 40 different countries that use our services somehow, whether it's on the pro player side or on the customer side. And we already operating worldwide, but I think that we are just waiting for the games with open economies, like Web3 games, crypto games, to appear. I mean, some serious games, like AAA, AA titles to be launched in the Web3 space. So the economy there is going to stimulate the appearances of the jobs inside of the game, because you'll not just be able to earn money as a pro gamer, as like a coach or a creator or companion, but also there's a lot of different other opportunities, and such markets of games with open economies, they stimulate the jobs, the in-game jobs market a lot, and we are just looking forward for such games to appear, and we'll continue to hire gamers massively worldwide to work in that kind of games as well.
What do you feel that was the first thing that got into your mind? Sorry for changing so fast on the topic, but what happened in your mind when you decided to start Legionfarm? And of course, you will be doing this if you weren't American.
Right.
I don't be saying that in a negative way.
I like this term.
Yeah. So if we're here, we're nerds. So what came out of your mind when you say like, I want to make a challenging opportunity for pro players?
Right.
What came to your mind?
Yeah. So I'm a nerd as well.
Say it proud. I'm a nerd.
I'm a nerd. I'm playing different games from from like 4 years old, and in 2008 I was a pro player by myself. From 2008 to 2012 I was playing in the top. I was literally joining the top 100 players in World of Warcraft worldwide in 3 versus 3. I was playing in different teams, and including the Virtus Pro team, which is like the biggest Eastern European esports team. So my teammates, we had a lot of viewers in our stream, and at some point people started reaching me out on social media and offering me some money for playing together with me. So I was like, wow, can I really monetize my hobby? People wanted to play with me as some like fans from my stream, or those who want to be trained, or those who just want to become better in the game. And that's how I started earning money with myself. And from 2012 to 2016, I was a co-founder in 3 different consecutive projects, leading them one by one, joining another one. All of them were connecting pros with those who want to pay them to play together with them. So that's how it all started, and that's how I founded Legionfarm in 2016. That was my 4th business in the in-game services. So that's how I came to this point.
Amazing. You already did mention World of Warcraft, but
right.
Tell me just a little about which are the video games that were like the best games that you ever played, apart from World of Warcraft.
I think that Apex Legends and Warzone games are really great, and like World of Warcraft, and in my list for multiplayer games, that's it. But there are also a lot of like single player games like Skyrim and other like RPG games, Elder Scrolls, etc. That I played a lot. So yeah.
What do you think about Elden Ring?
I think that's a great game. I think it's really hardcore, and people really like it. It's for true nerds.
It's for true nerds.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for some AAA game to appear, the AAA RPG, MMORPG game to appear in the Web3 with the open economy, and I think those kind of games are going to allow people to have hundreds of thousands of jobs inside of these games.
That's great, because one thing that is very important about these kind of events is that you're creating jobs that will be people working in the video gaming industry for the future,
right?
Which is something that, well, I was born in the late 80s, and I didn't have those opportunities, and now we do. So what do you feel about it? that now we have those opportunities to get a job?
I think that the world is changing really fast, and 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when I was playing by myself and when I earned money playing games, everybody was like, you're an idiot, it's not going to work out, stop it, get back to work, etc. And I was like, why? Because I saw that, I've seen these opportunities, and I was pretty sure that those kind of opportunities are going to appear in the future game, and that it's only going to grow and grow and grow. So back in those days, everybody was, there was a lot of naysayers, etc. But now, after like 12 or 14 years, I think that there's a lot of, most of the people who now believe that you can earn money playing games, that you can work inside of the games, and it's already a serious job, and we can see that here. All of the top players in Warzone are playing here. They earn a lot of money, and there's a lot of different opportunities to create for other gamers. So I think the future is already here, and that's ultimately we'll be able to create 1 million new jobs. And I think that the metaverse simulation called metaverse is taking over the simulation called universe. And I think that people are just in the process of transition right now, because our Earth is not, the dynamics of our Earth is not really good, like overheating, overpopulation, inequality in terms of the financial situation, etc. And it's growing like crazy. And I don't think that living in this physical world is going to be a good thing for people in like 20 or 30 years from now. But at the same time, we have these metaverse and video games, etc., that is developing really fast, and those technologies are such great technologies, and I think that people will just move to
So
metaverse.
you would say like a future like Ready Player One?
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
It's absolutely a possibility.
I think in an upcoming 30 years, we'll have billions of people who work inside of the video games.
Oh man, that would be...
Work at least inside video games, I'm pretty sure of that.
That's amazing. Well,
hey guys, I'm Alex, I'm CEO and founder of Legionfarm, and you are watching From Nerds and Not So Nerds.
great, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
So I'm here with Barian, he's a pro player from Legionfarm. We're here on the event of Legionfarm. So tell me, Barian, what are your thoughts about the event, about how it went, how everything is going with Legionfarm here in Mexico City?
Well, first of all, it was a great opportunity for all of us, because we're all from all over the world. I'm from Turkey originally, and I've been in Istanbul most of my life, and this opportunity, the land opportunity, helped us get to here, and that was with Legionfarm, and everything's been fun. I mean, obviously there were some hiccups because this is the first time we do land, and we're learning and getting better at it as we go. So it's all a process, it's like we're growing as a company, because now we have more professional players now, we have more events, we have more diversity, we're in the NFTs, and we're trying to get into everything as much as we can. So we're just growing.
How does it feel, what are your thoughts about, what would you say to someone who is starting and wants to become a pro player? What do you say to them? You gotta do this, you gotta do that, and you don't have to do this.
Well, the thing, necessarily, okay, so it's different for everyone, obviously. If you want to become a pro player, you have to put in the time and the hours. It's all the same thing in everything you do in life. If you don't do it more than once, you have to do it a lot.
Yeah,
so
you want to be a professional sportsman, you gotta practice.
Exactly, it'll be like a real life job. That's what it's actually my real life job. I play, and then I sleep. It's like as I go to work, it's just the same as like you going to 8 to 5. It's the same thing. For me, I just have a different time because I'm from Turkey, and most of our clientele is NA based, like over here in New York and some parts of states. So it's like you need to change your sleeping schedule a little bit depending on the situation where you're at. But it all depends on how much effort you want to put in. If you want to be a pro, put the effort in and you'll succeed. It's just everyone's the same. Like if you don't do anything,
simple math.
Yes,
exactly. 8 hours, you become better.
If you notice, like all the geniuses that we know and we've seen so far, they started at a very young age. Whatever they're doing, like piano or whatever it is that they do, everyone is just like, if you do it very early and you start building up on it, it just becomes better because it's literally math. The more hours you have on the game or whatever it is, great, the better you will be. So that's just put in the effort and don't back down. Like I'm pretty old. I'm 32 years old. So my dad. For a gamer, I'm old. Let's say that. So my dad was always against my game because he didn't know about this.
I mean, like parents of our age.
Yes,
like,
they didn't know. They know nothing. They know nothing about the new stuff. My dad barely uses his iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like there's no way I could explain how it works. But then when I was successful, when things were going my way, and then he started to understand there's actually something to do here. For him, it looked like just me playing games, but it was never the case. When I started to do this professionally, everything changed because I didn't stop working. I put all my hours into this and the effort and like I've been gaming my whole life, so I had like pre-built, I guess, like some I'm spacing out. It's so hot. I'm so sorry. My brain's dying.
No worries.
Yeah. So I've built up all my experience through like since my childhood. I started gaming. You probably know Commodore 64. Yeah. So like my older cousin was playing it. We plug in the floppy disks and play Prince of Persia 7 discs.
1/4 each.
Exactly. It's insane. It was just like I was hooked when I first saw it, and I was like, okay, I like games. And then I started playing, and just build up, and I played every game there is up until there were too many games, obviously, at some point. But everything that you can play online against people, I liked because I liked the competition. So for me, it was always to be better than the other guy. So I forced myself to, like when I was playing, when I was young, I would still force myself to be better. It's just the way I am.
So you're exactly on the opposite side of me as a gamer, because I always played video games. I played video games ever since I knew how to use my brain, so to speak. So the thing is that I am the one who plays everything very easy, just because I love stories and I play video games because of the stories. But you're on the other side. How does it feel for you to see that the competitions here, like in a place like in Mexico City, there's people interested? How do you feel about it?
It's amazing because imagine this, like I'm from Turkey and I flew, like in a direct flight, I flew 14 and a half hours. So I'm literally on the other side of the world. So it's insane because I never thought I would have the chance to come to Mexico. And I've seen the United States and more European countries, but I've never been to Mexico. Like it's amazing. Like I've never thought that this could be happening, but Legionfarm is putting in more effort to make more of these things. Like more land tournaments, more events for that people to understand that the gaming community is actually growing. And if you look now, the gaming community is bigger than radio, like music, and television put together. So bigger than F1, a lot of things. Like we're actually a lot bigger than anyone thinks. To be honest.
I mean, gaming is bigger than even Hollywood. That's for sure.
It is true because like if you look at it, a single tournament can host like $2 million just for the first place. It's the amount of money that goes in, the effort, and then the industry becoming bigger, especially with COVID. Everyone is gaming. Everyone, because there's nothing else to do. Like either you read books, and if you don't like reading books, well, what do you do? Play games. Someone was playing on PlayStation, something on PC, but we're all meeting in the same spot, game. So, and what's really important and not to miss is that in my game I play Apex Legends, and we can play with the console pros, like console players. So it is so nice to be able to play with the people that are on the TV playing, console. It's not chilling back, and I'm over here on the computer, like sweating, trying to do everything best, and he's over there chilling. Like, but this is what we're doing in Legionfarm: companionship and coaching, right? So the companionship comes when we're chatting. Right? Like I don't like to say the word client. I hate that because most of the people that I play with now, they're all my friends. They have seen the pictures I've sent here. They're asking me for more pictures, and I want to say client. It's like because we've spent so much time together, so many times. I can't say it. It's just like
it's a shitty word.
It's a bad word. I feel like this. So yeah.
Okay. Apart from that, like, what do you feel about video gaming nowadays compared to what it was back in the 90s?
The 90s. Well, the graphics have grown insanely. Like, I've always been.
I'm asking you this because of one particular thing. Do you remember Ninja Gaiden? Ninja Gaiden
was a game.
That was a Nintendo Entertainment System video game.
Yes, that
It was hard as hell.
Yes, the thing, yeah.
And the thing is that those kind of video games were also challenging. That's why I'm asking you this.
Yeah, so like people now, if you notice, like they're trying to run old games very fast, like speed running. Like it's like finishing at like Mario in like 5 minutes or something. Everyone's like trying to do better and better. Like even now, people are playing old games to be like the fastest person to finish it, to be the world record. Like even now, like it doesn't matter what game you're playing or what the games came to. I used to play a game called Ultimate Online. If I find a good server that has what I want, I'll still play that game now because of the fact that I've spent so much time and it was so much fun for me. Like the games change, sure. The game's 2D by the way. Ultimate Online is a 2D game. There's a version for 3D, but that version is cool. We don't play it. So we play the old version, even though it looks like a horse running on. It's like this. You lose literally like 2Ds like this. It's very funny graphics, but it's the most PvP-based game I've ever played in my life. It's big fights everywhere. Like wherever you go, you're trying to grind something. I'm like, okay, so I tell my friends, this guy's going over there to get the good loot, so we have to go kill him, get his loot. So this is what we've been like going for this, and then it's PvP was huge, 60 people versus 60 people, like PCs crashing, people dying. It's too much fun. But the gaming community now is bigger. Like the community is bigger because like back then it was hard to find people to play.
Well, you think that it will be fair to say that nowadays we have a community that we didn't have?
Yes, I 100% agree. Like Discord, Reddit, there's so many places where you can find anything that you want to get. Like I have my own Discord from my team stream, so I have thousands of people in there, and they're talking to me all the time. I'm exchanging words. We're talking about the new games that are coming up. Information is passed down so much freely now because of the new internet. I mean, obviously, back then we had to put a connected phone line to the internet, the dial-up. We would just like go, and then you would have, if you had a server in your own country, like right next to you, you would get 150 ping with the dial-up. So I remember those days where it was really hard to play, even communicate with anyone, because you barely have enough internet to do anything. But now, 1,000, it's insane. Like downloading 70 gigs in 2 minutes was no way. It was impossible. We would leave our computers for a week to download games like that. I remember that, and now it's so much better. Everything is so much better. As the technology grows and the gaming community grows, it's just better and better. That's what Legionfarm's doing. Like, I've never thought I could be playing a game to make money. I like literally people participate in tournaments and get sponsorships and stuff like that to be able to make the money that they want to make. Yes, exactly. Because you want to keep playing, but if you want to keep playing, you have to maintain a certain amount of income. And Legionfarm comes in on that, giving you that financial freedom that you need to be a professional.
You can't be doing this for your whole life.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're gonna be like a sportsman that around 38 years old you're done.
Yeah, I'm the best example for this. I'm 32 and I'm competing with the 23-year-olds, 22-years-old, and they all respect me as a player. Like I can go in there and ask every single one of them. They'll tell me
You are like the Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
No, I guess so. But I mean, I wouldn't say he's a big dude. I mean, he's a big star. I wouldn't say that for me. But I would say that. I mean, obviously, I would have to practice. I have to practice a lot more than that. There's a program called it's like an aim trainer for like to keep your muscle memory. I use a mouse and key, and I have to do like a couple of hours every day to be able to keep up with the young ones.
So there is like a workout that you as a pro player guys do every single day.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say every single day because sometimes I don't get enough sleep. There will be days I'll be skipping, kind of like going to the gym. Like sometimes you skip, sometimes this is what it is. But I do practice to keep up with the young ones because sadly the reflexes do get known at the age. But if you keep practicing, you can maintain and still be a good player and keep playing. I am still playing, and nobody has it. I have about 2,000 orders in Legionfarm, and my rating is 5.0. So I out of 5, and I've been trying to deliver as best as I can, and also friendship. No, just putting in the hours.
Putting the hours. Okay. So we're about just to finish, but first of all, before we finish, I want to know if you could choose like 3 video games that will be like the 3 video games that you love the most. Who will be the ones that you choose?
I'm gonna have to say Ultimate Online is one of the best because that was the peak PvP for
Ultimate
Online. Yes, it's a very old game. I think it came out in 1996 or something. It's one of the games I played for 4 years or something. It's the PvP in there. I don't know if you ever played World of Warcraft. Of course. So let me explain. So we have battle royale, battlegrounds. We had battlegrounds World of Warcraft. Right? The thing is, it was free world PvP for Ultimate. There were certain areas that you could go to, and there would be people fighting. There would be characters that are player killers, they call them PKs. They would kill innocent people, which would be blues. You can't attack them in towns because they're guardians, obviously. You get instantly one shot and killed. It's not a town. But if you're outside the town, you can kill them freely, take all their loot, and call it a day. So that's what I did. I killed everyone. And I was
so you were one of those guys?
Yes.
I was one of those.
Yes. I mean, that's what it is, man. I had to kill them. But Ultima Online would be one. I think World of Warcraft would be number 2, maybe. And let's see. I think maybe I'd say Counter-Strike would be better than Counter-Strike or World of Warcraft. I've obviously spent a lot of time in it. I think my FPS aim kind of comes from that as well because I've spent around 4 years playing that as well. So I did roughly like all my childhood I've been gaming. So I played Ultima Online, Counter-Strike, Half-Life, all the way up to CSGO, and then I stopped at CSGO because I felt like it wasn't
Ganar a los
nice.
portugueses.
So I didn't enjoy it. But Counter-Strike would be so Ultima Online, Counter-Strike, and then Apex with Legends would be the third one because I've spent the last 2.5 years playing the game. I'm number 1. So, and I mean, obviously the income also helps because it teaches me coaching, but it's like I've never treated it as a work. I've never had that happen to me in Apex. I mean, I've had days where I didn't want to play and I didn't play, and with this, I have to say this, Legionfarm is amazing when it comes to that, because if you want to take a break for a week, no problem. You can tell Legionfarm, they're like, hey, guys, I'm feeling wrong, I'm not feeling well, I'm just going to take a week off, I won't be here, just because we have the small rules to maintain certain things. So if you give them the information, they say, okay, is that working for a week? And then we'll say nothing. Nobody will be upset with you. All you have to do is talk with your friends and clients so that they're not looking for you at the time. Or if they are looking for you, you can suggest them to other your friends they can play with. And that's it, really. And that's the freedom that we have in Legionfarm is so good. That's why the Apex has never gotten boring for me, because I can stop when I want to play. I can go play some random game, fun League of Legends games with some friends, like I don't know, just to like get my mind off things. I do play other games just to like take my mind off things. I got the Elden Ring down. I spent some time in that.
That's the other thing that I wanted to ask you, because that's the hottest new game out there. So
it's a very hard game.
It's a very hard game.
Yes.
I have a love-hate relationship with that game.
Everybody does that. Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts about it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you
I
feel?
love it, but the thing is, I've always been the guy. I'm not super interested in the stories. I'm always the guy that wants to get the strong character to where it needs to. Like I level and get to the point where it's strong, and then I PvP. But then in Elden Ring, there's no such thing. I mean, you can't really PvP. So I was like, okay, let me get leveled up, see what's happening, dodge some skills, and then get my reflexes up. Because it does help. In those types of games, you have to dodge the abilities. If you don't, you die. And then it's not fun. And then when you keep dying and dying and dying to the same boss, you're like,
You just want to throw the controller
yes,
down.
yes. Break your controller, break your screen, whatever you got going on around you, like your phone. So not to get to that point, what I do is I shut down. I just alt F4, and when I get to that point, I'd rather not get mad when I'm playing games, because when I'm playing off work, it's fun for me. I want to have fun. So if I'm getting angry, I will not play. That's why I don't really play League of Legends ranked. When I'm playing League of Legends, I call my friends. We all get together, we'll play all random, all big. And then everyone's just going crazy. And it's fun, because it's like, I don't have to pay attention to anything. I can talk to my friends. And then it's more like talking to my friends and, reuniting, talking to them to get off my regular schedule, kind of, because I do spend a lot of time playing Apex. Because, like I said, it's an amazing opportunity. Legionfarm has offered us such a good thing. And sometimes when I don't work, I feel bad. You know how you can work and make something happen? But it's like, when I don't work, I'm like, I should be working. But then I should take a break too. So it's like a little dilemma going on.
Yeah, you're like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Like it's hard also being a pro player.
Yes. That's true.
I'll thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
Thank you, Mario.
My name is Varian. Actual name is Tolga. You're watching from Nerds, Not So Nerds. And see you guys around.
Estamos a punto de comenzar y acá, como pueden ver, es la zona de casteo o los casters.
Welcome back. How are we doing? Right, okay, I know it's been a long 15 minutes.
Todo esto transmitiéndose en internet en vivo. Así que amigos, sigan de cerca Legionfarm, por supuesto sigan de cerca de Nerds y no tan Nerds. Y pues nos vemos pronto.